Hi guys, I'm John Garage, and today we're going to be going over a fun but kind of gimmicky little knife charger setup thing I found off good old Amazon. So this is the Viperade VAK6. I'm just going to call it the VAK because it's cooler sounding, but let's just real quick, it has a knife combo with a couple additional implements on it, and then also this cool little it's a crank charger with a USB-C port attached to it, and so you crank it, and the idea is that it will charge whatever it's plugged into. And also comes with these little form molded sheath things that you can remove one or both of them if you only want to carry the charger on your belt, or you only want to carry the knife or whatever. And then it has this actually pretty nice little clip thing that you just put it around your belt, and it pops into place real good, and then you can lock it on the bottom. It wasn't until like I was setting up for this video that I realized you can actually lock it, but I never had an issue with it popping out or anything. So but your mileage may vary. So let's kind of first talk about the reason why I got this. It looked fun. I thought it'd be cool to like take out camping and have strapped to my hip, like, oh, not just a knife, but a lighter and a flashlight too. So it's like more multi-purpose than just a silly old knife. Then, I saw that, and then I saw it has the addition of a crank charger thing, and I was like, that's kind of interesting. I've seen like radios and stuff like that where you can crank it to have it run more copyrighted music or whatever, but I've never really seen one that's just standalone and able to like plug into anything like that. And I looked around on Amazon afterwards and still didn't really find much. So I figured like, yeah, I need to get this. So the price for all this was, with a coupon, it was $49, which I will say that's a little steep for just, again, kind of a gimmicky type thing. And then without the charger and the little sheath thing it's attached to, it would be $38. So let's kind of go into this and talk about my experiences, and you can decide for yourself whether it's worth that many doubloons. So I took this out camping strapped to my hip. I had disconnected this part of it from the whole setup because I figured, like, God, I sure hope it's not running out of like battery so quick that I need to have this like, within easy access reach to be able to recharge it, every couple minutes or whatever. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna take this part out of it and put it in my little like ditty bag or whatever they call it, with all my little tiny things. Like I have like a backup battery and everything. And so, already to begin with, this thing is kind of overkill because like I'm taking a portable battery out with me, like a phone charger type thing. So I guess this is like a backup for a backup type of thing here. But if you're really roughing it and you don't know, like, or yeah, you might fall into a ravine and be stuck there, and your little phone charger runs out and you need a way to recharge it, and then that's why you have this. But so yeah, this was just sitting in my bag, but this was in fact strapped to my hip, and I leaned on it for my cutting needs and some of my flashlight needs, and then of course my fire needs. So I took this out fully depleted of battery with the idea that I will charge it for 5 minutes and try and start a fire with it, and it actually worked. I was able to it's this little thing that pull this off, and then it's like one of those arc lighter things. Where's the freaking button? Oh, it's all the way down here. So let's do a little close up. Yeah. So I set a timer, wound it up for 5 minutes, connected to this, which it connects via a little port right here. And then took it to some little shavings off a piece of fat wood I'd cut with the VAK6 knife, and yeah, it lit it up, and I was able to start my fire using this thing. So honestly, kind of cool. And this, I'd also plugged this into a, like, it wasn't this radio specifically, but like a portable radio like that, and just a couple minutes of running it, it was able to power the battery for probably 10 minutes or more. So honestly, yeah, I'm kind of impressed with this thing. It'd be good for just, you know, power goes out or something like that. It's not going to charge your phone or anything unless you want to be cranking it for like hours, but you know, if you need to listen to weather broadcasts and stuff like that, or you need to I don't know, charge your knife, which is such a funny thing to say, this thing will have your back. So yeah, the other part of it, it has a flashlight. There's only one setting, which is adequate brightness. But yeah, it's cool to have like 3 things just attached to your knife, I think. But as for the knife itself, like, yeah, I mean, it's a knife. It's made of 5CR15 5C steel, and which is nothing to write home about. But yeah, I mean, I was like using it on wood and stuff, and it's still sharp, and that's good. But yeah, it's like, but for 5C, like this, for example, this is a like $15 or $20 Flissa knife that they actually sent me this, full disclosure, but this is a 14C knife, which is like way better steel than that, and it was for, you know, a third of the price if you only buy the knife itself. So not really the best steel, I think, given the price for this. And you know, the arc lighter function is cool. Yeah, it is cool. And the flashlight, but it's not like a crazy flashlight or anything like that. I guess the biggest, you know, pro is that it's all connected together. But yeah, back to the knife. It's kind of a weird knife. Surprisingly, I think it has decent ergonomics. When you're holding it, it feels good. But it's just so weird. Like, I don't know, I've never really seen one like that, and like, it doesn't really come out. I don't love it. I tried flipping it, but it's like there's too big of a gap here that you can't get a good, like, you know, that friction going to be able to like really push it up. And I'm not gonna try it on camera because that's a good way to like start a blooper reel with a geyser of blood going everywhere. But yeah, and it has this long, like, I guess, what's the word, radius that it has to go to pull it out. So I mean, you're just gonna have to deal with that as you do it. And then it's a little, it's not totally in place. I don't know if you can hear it, but that's the sound of the blade hitting like the back of it when I move it around. So I mean, it's not totally like rock solid secure in there. It is what it is, but yeah, it's just kind of wonky looking, but it feels better than it looks. I'll just say that, like when you're holding it and actually using it and everything, and cutting off pieces of wood and what have you. But yeah, I don't know. I really get drawn to these kind of knives that have like additional uses. I think, you know, for example, here's like a thing you can get, which is an arc lighter as a flashlight. Whoa, God, they always start strobing on me. And then yeah, it has the arc function too. And so that's another thing I look at is like, well, okay, I want, you know, a knife that has multiple functions. That's why I love multi-tools and stuff like that, Swiss Army knives. But, you know, I like them being one hand open, so that's a bonus for this. And I like them not being like so gigantic because they're trying to cram all these other things in there. And looking at this, you know, it's like, okay, you get the knife, the flashlight, and the lighter. Compared to this, it's like, you know, this isn't like so much smaller that I feel like, oh yeah, I'd rather just take this instead. You know, it would be cooler to just take this and have the knife attached to it. Even if I don't use the knife the whole time, it's like, you know, it's just a little bit extra space. I'm not doing like ultralight backpacking or anything with these things, but yeah. Would I use this in like urban life or around the house? No. Why would I? No. No. But out in the woods, yeah, anything goes, in my opinion. And that's the other thing too. It doesn't have like a belt clip or anything like that. I look like a silly goose walking around with this thing strapped to me. But yeah, all in all, it's kind of a gimmick, but like I had fun with it, and I'm gonna take it out again. The issue is like when I go out camping, I'm always wanting to, you know, bring out different tools and stuff to test in the field and like get a good idea for how they work and everything like that, and be able to do stuff with them. And so it's like it's hard for me to justify like, oh yeah, I'm gonna bring something like or for nice leisure, something I've already used and tried out and kind of got my verdict on and everything like that. It's like there's always more stuff coming down the pipeline that I gotta be researching and testing out and everything like that. So I will have my day again with this, don't you worry. But in the meantime, I wanted to share with you what I thought of it. Honestly, yeah, the charger thing is cool, and it's cool that it was able to like charge a lighter. So I mean, maybe this would be the winning combo. I don't know, because again, that knife was kind of wobbly, and it's not like a great metal that it's made out of. So I don't know. But yeah, anyway, that's the Viperade VAC for you. And if you like this video and, you know, enjoy seeing kind of weird multi-tools or knives or EDC gear and stuff like that, please go ahead and like and subscribe, and I'll keep them coming as soon as I am able to. So yeah, I've been doing every Tuesday, Thursday, so no, that's wrong. Every Monday, Thursday. That's right. So yeah, on either of those days you can catch a new one hot off the press. But until then, take care.